Hey, it's working. Woohoo! Right, let's change this chat filter to all messages. Bring the microphone in closer. Just make sure it's using the microphone. No. There we go, now it wants to work. Hello, sorry about that. Welcome to Supermarket Together. We are building our shop. We've got an empty shop. I might move these around in a minute to have them like stacked across here or something near the end. Like over here, stack them up nicely. Just so that way the people have a nice way out. Right now they can stay there until I get the shelves sorted. I probably will drag the shelves up to about here. Alright, let's go to placement mode. I should start moving these now so I won't forget. Done some of this already. Sorry about that. Just been faffing around my mobile data, honestly, like. So for anyone that doesn't know, welcome. I'm Rollo. So basically, what's going on right in the last couple of days is I've had absolutely no Wi-Fi. Right, even right now, I have zero Wi-Fi whatsoever. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am literally using my mobile data to do this live right now. 5. Blah, 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 blah. 6. So basically, that's what I don't know what's going on, but for some reason, Virgin Media are just having an absolute fit. With what the hell's going on. Can't explain it. Wish I could. Wish I could understand it. It would save me a lot of aggro if I knew why what's going on is going on. But I ain't got a clue, to be all honest. With all honesty to anybody, I do not have a damn well clue. So we are literally what we're doing now is exactly what, we're just doing what we can do where we can. Basically is what's going on, and just enjoying the game. I'm trying to make this look as realistic as a real supermarket as possible. So basically, I'm expanding the shop, making these walls look a little bit better. Sorry if the game's a little bit louder for me. I can't help that too much. Without Wi-Fi, it's just going to be very jittery indeed. But yeah, basically just building our shop. Should be wearing my hoodie actually. So I bought a hoodie recently. And basically, it's a test hoodie. Because I was thinking of doing some, like, when I get big, if it ever happens, that is, I'll just have to live stream permanently on here and upload videos on here from now on. TikTok's absolutely just doing my nothing. Literally banning me over everything at the moment. They have banned me like so much, it's ridiculous. even though like all of my TikTok live stream is all of the settings are on 18 plus. You know, it's the same as this. This is all set to 18 plus. You know, so it's frustrating because on TikTok you've got to be careful. If so much as say a swear word, or like say if I was live with some friends, yeah, and they were shooting me and like we were playing like Call of Duty, and I was like, oh, you absolute fucking arsehole, right, by accident. They'll ban you for that. That's harassment and bullying, even though you're playing you know, competitive game. It makes no sense at all why TikTok is the way it is. It just is. Now, for those of you who've been watching for quite some time on my channel, will know that I upgraded my gaming PC. For those of you who don't know, basically my PC before I had the one I have now, the motherboard, it was just so old, it was ridiculous. It literally wouldn't even boot up Windows. It got that bad. It refused to do everything at one point, and I didn't understand it. So I contacted some friends who are more knowledgeable than me in the computer department, and asked them what would, you know, what PC parts are good, suggestions, what do they recommend, what should I go with, that kind of stuff. And again, for those who have been following the channel, they will know that I did upgrade the PC in the end. I upgraded it quite a bit, to be honest. It went from an Intel, God knows what it was, a piece of rubbish it was. But it did the job, and I appreciate my friend helping me out with that. And then obviously I contacted the same friend that helped me out with the last build to build this build now. You know, and he basically just built. He used to build computers just because, you know, he'd build computers for people, like gaming computers and stuff. I think he still does that. I'm not entirely sure. I know he got a pretty sweet deal not long ago, and I won't go into it because in case he might be watching, he might not want me to say. You know, and I respect my friend a lot. You know, that's why I'm not like giving away who he is and all that. You know, I do respect him a lot. He's helped me a lot over the years. But yeah, basically I spoke to him about my computer, the one I have now, and the one I had before. I kept the same power supply, I kept my same graphics card, and I basically just bought a motherboard, brand new CPU, and some new RAM. And I didn't need to change anything else pretty much. The build was pretty good before. It was able to do like 1080p on like maximum settings for some games, and then on some games it just absolutely was horrific. So like for example, like this game, it would play perfectly fine. It would play this game perfectly fine with my old build. It wouldn't have a fit. It wouldn't struggle. It would be perfect for ages. Now come to play a bit more of a demanding game, and I say a bit more of a demanding game because it never used to be a demanding game. It used to be a real, you know, baseline game like any computer could play it. But now it's got massively demanding. One of my favourite games of all time is my Euro Truck Simulator, which I have been live streaming here and there. For those of you who've been following along with my Euro Truck, know that I have an American truck, which is the res-built Peterbilt, which is a mod I got from the Steam Workshop. And I drive with like the most realistic settings I physically can. So like all of my traffic is realistic. The lighting I have on the trucks are realistic, like realistic distance, realistic mirror distance, realistic rain. I used to drive on the Pro Mods map, but Pro Mods is now out of date because SES has updated their end to help people out a bit better, to make the game a bit more seamless, which is nice. And finally got the news that Euro Truck Simulator 2 will be coming to Xbox and PlayStation. It's some fantastic news. I remember talking to Squirrel about it at a truck festival some time ago. When I very first met him, I suggested to him, why not make Euro Truck Simulator 2 come to Xbox, since it's quite an easy game. I'm sure the port wouldn't be too difficult. You know, see if you can get it on like the Steam Deck, which was at the time wasn't released. And I said, if you can get it to work on the Valve Steam Deck when that releases, it shouldn't be too difficult to port it to console. Obviously, he took that information on board, and from my knowledge, from watching a lot of Squirrel's videos, Valve and SCS started working on Euro Truck for console. Now I say Valve because, and the reason I'm saying Valve, right, is because the new ROG Ally X that's coming out will automatically have Steam on it, right? So the new ROG Ally X, which has, you know, it has Windows as an operating system, it already has the Xbox app on there, and it will also have Steam on there. It'll have the Epic Game Store on there, and a shit ton more. Excuse my language. But I tell you what, that new Steam Deck, not the new Steam Deck, what am I fucking saying now, dickhead? The ROG Ally X, the new one that's coming, it looks very, very promising indeed. Like what they're saying can be achieved with this handheld console. Now, if it lives up to its name, it will mean that we will basically have like an iPad, essentially, but bigger in terms of like CPU, memory, and RAM, and it will just perform like a normal PC, or at least a low-end gaming PC. Now, by no means at all do I have a low-end gaming PC. I used to have a very extremely low-end gaming PC. I now have I have the low end of the high-end PCs. So like the cheapest high-range PC you can make, that's what I have right now. Right, it's the cheapest high-end PC. And I say it's the cheapest because it only cost me, bearing in mind I already had my power supply and my graphics card, so I saved myself an absolute ton of money. So do bear that in mind. But I upgraded this PC. I upgraded it for £480. I put back into this PC. Now I've put a bit more money towards it. I bought a new case for it. I bought an MSI case. This is the 11RPZ case I've got for it. Basic pano case. It's panoramic view on the glass. And the reason I bought it is because the case it used to be in, the white one, it was a good case, but it couldn't support a bigger AIO. Now the reason I want a bigger AIO is eventually I want the PC to be faster. Now when I mean faster, I mean like this will now get this, I can continue to upgrade as time goes on. So this will eventually get a 9950X3D in it. This will eventually have, I really want to save up for the godlike MSI motherboard. I love the look of the godlike MSI motherboard. If not, I might get the Gigabyte Aorus Ice reverse connect motherboard, which means all of my connections on the front of the motherboard will be hidden behind the motherboard. But that means I'll have a white motherboard inside of a black case, and that won't make as much sense. So I want to try and go for the godlike if I can, and the reason I would like the godlike motherboard is just because of the sheer size of the board. Now my case I have now can support the godlike motherboard in here, in the case, which is good because that's what I would like to put in there. With that means I will need a 360mm AIO, which I can put two in here. I'm gonna put one down in the front of the case, and I can put whatever that was, and I can put one on the top of the case. Now, when I had the white case, I had the AIO at the front of the case with the pipes at the bottom because it only had a enough for a 240mm AIO. So that's what I have now, is a 240, 360 slot basically. So eventually I will upgrade this to a 360 and I'll get a better AIO. Not because I don't like the one I've got now. I've got the Corsair Nautilus 240 or 250, I think, whatever the fuck it's called. It's really good. I'm not saying it's not. By any sense of the imagination, I'm not saying it's a good AIO. For a 2-fan AIO, for what I put it through, it keeps my CPU nice and cold. Now, a lot of that helps with the new case. New case, better cooling means there's less heat being generated at the pump head, which is really good. So like I can touch on my old PC case, which is over there, way over there somewhere. On my old PC case, I couldn't touch the glass on the glass side panel. It was so hot, I physically couldn't touch the glass side panel. Now I can. So now I have a nice PC case, as I'm saying, and it's phenomenal. I love it. It changes colour. I can set all of the lights to one colour. You did have it all blue at some point and all purple. I've got it all red at the moment. I might change it back to blue actually because I liked the blue. I can have it rainbow. I can have it any colour I want basically, and it looks really nice with the black accent. So if I go into here, so you'll see all of my stuff now because no, you won't, and I'll set let me turn on my thing and quickly close the game. So here we go. Now you can see what I'm doing. So here's my hardware monitoring. So as you can see, we have Internet Explorer open because I need it open. We have Steam open. We have the Live Studio open, Amazon Music. We have the game open, and we have a mod menu open, right? Which is for my Euro Truck when I'm playing my Euro Truck. I'm using about 50% of the CPU. It's going up and down, right? Which is perfectly normal for a CPU. And this is it's not even it's not even using much of it. Now, this is how hot the CPU is. This is really good considering how much is open and how much I am using it. Alright, and this is how much of the fan I'm actually using, the CPU fans. Not a lot. Right? So if we go into the cooling wizard, as you can see, my CPU fan is only running at 1,147 revolutions per minute, and the pump is only running at 2,733 roughly revolutions per minute, and the rest of the fans are running at about 1,200, which is again amazing considering what it used to be. We'll go to the Mystic Light where we can change the colour of everything. Here we go. As you can see, I can change it to whatever I want. So I have it as a steady colour at the moment. I'm going to change it to this blue. This will take a few tries. One because it's an absolute bumhole. And it can take a few tries to get it to go. Right. There we go. Right, so now it's blue, right? And it says on here it's still red. It's not, it's blue. Right, and the reason I know it's blue is because if I look to the phone over here, I can see on the camera on my phone that my headset is blue. Look, so my headset is connected to whatever is going on inside the PC. Now I used to have, no, I do not want to put out a thing. No, I used to have it on the CPU temperature, so it would change colour to how hot the CPU is. I don't need that no more. It's got nice cooling in it now. As you can see, look, I have no internet. See, this is how much my data is using whilst I'm on live. I'm literally eating my mobile data. Don't care. I've got fucking what's it? I have unlimited data for a reason. Now I have my user scenario. Look, as you can see, it's turned off. Right? So it's got software control mode to the CPU. Now if the CPU becomes more demanding, it will go from this to this to this. Right? Which is exactly what it should be. Now here's my headset. That's what I have right now. Which now it's been a pain in the bum because it just wants to be a pain in the bum, which is fine. Yeah, there you go. Which is the, as I was showing you, sorry about that. Which is the MSI Immerse GH50. Now, as you can see in the picture, it comes with a microphone. The microphone's not plugged in because I use my desk microphone. I do have the microphone. Here's the microphone to the headset. I do not use it. I don't need it. So I used my desk microphone, which is a much clearer quality. Now, I've had this desk microphone for 4 years. I've had this desk microphone, maybe 3 years I've had this desk microphone. I'm not 100% sure when I bought this microphone. Now, it's only a cheap one off of Amazon, bearing in mind. This desk microphone I'm using right now. But the clarity of it is absolutely astonishing. Oh, sorry. You know, and as I'm saying, I cannot be any happier with the way everything's turned out for me. Just everything, like the help from my friend. Let's just change it to that light because otherwise we're going to hit our limit very quickly and I don't want to do that. Sorry about this. Because I can see how small they are and I can see I'm going to hit my limit very quickly because there's a light limit in this game to stop lag. So we're going to skip over this and we'll but yeah, like, you know, I could not honestly thank my friend enough for helping me with this PC. You know, or to both of them actually, to both of my friends. Both of them give me very good advice. Both of them very knowledgeable friends. You know, now I've built my own PC, I've got to build. I'm going to have to eventually, depending on how money goes and what goes on with what happens next in not just in my personal life, but you know, mine and my girlfriend's personal life. It will depend on what I do next. Now, hopefully, and I'm saying hopefully, hopefully we will. Or I will for that matter. Did I actually do that properly? Yeah, it's a whole 2 blocks away, cool. Sorry, I'm getting distracted again. Hopefully, I'll be building my girlfriend a PC. Now, I'll be building the exact same PC as what I'm using now. So I'll have the same CPU, same motherboard, same RAM, same everything. Alright? The difference is everything in hers is going to be brand new. Alright? A lot of my stuff, you know, like I said, like the power supply, that's second hand. I already had that. Fuck me. That's too bright. That's too much light. Right, let's dim this down a little bit. Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. Do not need that much light. That is actually ridiculous. I don't want to use... This one looks nice though. I like this one. But it doesn't fill the square very nicely. That's the only problem. Hanging lamps. I don't want to use that. That's horrendous. Let's have a look at this one, shall we? How bright's that one? It's when you're looking at it, and I've got to be careful because I've got light sensitive eyes, so I have to be careful with what I place down. Essentially, I might go back to this, to be honest, like this square. Place 1, miss 2. Place 1, miss 2. Place 1, miss 2. Place 1, miss 2. Just because it looks a lot better, it's a better light. Miss 2. Place 1, miss 2. Place 1, miss 2. Place 1, miss 2. That's a lot better. See, it's not so over the damn well top now. Right. Right, so we're going to miss 2. Place 1. Place 1. Place 1. Place 1. Now, as I was just saying about my building my girlfriend a PC, my girlfriend's PC, she won't have to pay for a power supply. And the reason that is because I was trying to help my brother fix his PC and he didn't want it anymore. So I basically got a power supply out of it. It's a 600 watt power supply. I've got a 550 in mine and mine's running perfectly. Now, can I overclock it? No. Do I need to overclock it? Also, no. I don't need to overclock my PC. And it's probably one of the things I was very happy with. None of the games I play give me any reason to overclock my CPU. You know, I didn't even buy an overclockable CPU. I purposely went out my way and didn't buy an overclockable CPU because I knew I didn't need it. Now, for me, I went from an Intel setup and I went straight to AMD. And the reason I went with AMD is because AMD is a lot more AMD is a lot better at their stuff. Not just because no, bye. I'm not saying that because, like, you know, I'm a die-hard AMD fan. I'm not. By far, I am not. I would only ever buy, and this will tell you how bad and how crap I am at PCs. I would only ever buy Intel PCs because I remember the old Intel i7 on the LG 1700 socket, the LGA 1700 socket, right? Now, when I mean the old LGA 1700, the old LGA 1700 socket, the Intel i7, I mean like the Dell Optiplex LGA 1700 sockets, right? The ones you used to have in school, the ones you have in an office building, you know, they were that, right? And the only reason I say it was a good PC is because you could always rely on it to turn on, regardless of what it went through, regardless of the abuse, it would still do its job. Now, I've had 3 Dell Optiplexes with an Intel LGA 1700 socket in it, but they were all DDR3. Now, if I had an LGA 1700 socket DDR4, and I had it in a half decent case, now I could turn that into a nice, I could turn that into a very nice streaming PC. And I say nice because the LGA 1700 socket with DDR4, yes, it's old, right? And it's out of date now. And Intel are not supporting their older software anymore. But I don't need Intel to support it anymore. Like, to be honest with you, it just needs to be able to like basically keep an eye on my live stream for me. Now, if I had money, and I was made of money, a lot like these massive YouTubers are, I would have 2 AMD builds. I'd have a low-end, a low high-end AMD build, and that would be my streaming PC. So basically, my gaming PC now would become my streaming PC, right? Because it's more than capable, right? The only thing that needs in it, honestly, is a video card to do it. It's just all it needs. You know, streaming card, so that way I can just like bam it off and bam it on. And that way I've got one PC streaming, one PC gaming. Now that would suck up a lot of power, which wouldn't bother me. I want a dual monitor setup anyways, but looking about, I'm thinking of basically what I'm going to do is I will save up some money and I'm going to get two 27-inch monitors on my desk, and my 32 that's on the desk now will get turned into a television. Basically, I'll use it as a TV in the bedroom if I can get away with it. Because one, you know, the only thing I'll need in it is like a fucking like a Freeview box or something, or just, you know, just something to put in the back of the monitor, just so we can watch TV in the bedroom. Now, what that means, it means I'll have to buy some speakers as well, because there'll be no, you know, as a monitor, computer monitor, it has no speakers in it. You know. So I'd have to buy some speakers. Now with the new setup that I'm probably going to go for, the dual monitor display and all that, I'll be getting PC speakers for this anyways. I'll still use my headset. My PC speakers will just be there for when my headset gets like, I'll have like a hanger or something on the wall here for it to sit on, so the USB plug doesn't get damaged. It's already been nearly damaged, thanks to my fucking dog running around like a ridiculous Looney Tune. Which is probably more than well imagine. Luckily I managed to bend, it was just a little bit dented, and I managed to manipulate the metal so that way the bend would come out. You know, it's fine now. It's a little bit hard to get in and out of the PC, other than that. And it's, you know, like I say. So, 9:45 in the morning where I am at. As I was saying, you know, very well built PC that I, you know, built with some help from some friends. You know, a lot of support from my friends, a lot of support from my girlfriend as well. To push me to upgrade it basically, because initially I wasn't going to. I was just going to leave it as it was and basically deal with the fact that it was just a mess. Now after talking to a lot of my friends, the fact that it refused to even turn on, the time came to upgrade. Unfortunately. Oh, wrong way. I want a half shelf, and we're going to put it at the end until it goes green. I can bring it closer than that. That is absolute rubbish. What is that? There we go. What I've got to do now is put some more there, and there, and there, and there. So basically I'm going to go maybe shelves up to here, maybe up to here, and then I'll do fridges, freezers, and then over here I'll have like all of the produce. So like carrots and stuff will go over here. So basically what I mean by that is like, where is the produce, nice produce shelf, there it is. we'll basically put these down, which is quite a big box. I'm just going to line it up so that way we know for sure. And then effectively, what we're going to do is like we're doing over there. We'll do this. Alright. Now, as you can see, these are a little bit bigger, which is totally fine. So what that means is I'll probably will delete this one then, and at the end of the produce shelf we'll have one of these, because I'll be able to squish the safe walking zone right up against the boxes, like so. Right, which is also, this is also a product counter, right? So then we have product counter. I don't know what this does. I don't know what this is for. I think this is for like books. I'm not entirely sure. We've got corner shelves. We've got pegboard. So pegboard will probably like put around the middle of a pillar. So we'll probably do like a pillar with pegboards on it. No, not, we'll probably do like a pillar over here or something. We'll do a pegboard and we'll do freezer fridges, and we've got pallets. And we've got plastic pallet display, tool, basic, wooden, half, plastic again. Tool pallet display. Right, so we've got this nice, amazing tool pallet display. And do you know what I know goes in here? No, I don't know. I ain't got a clue. I'm not very clued up on this game. And I might sound a bit stupid that I'm not clued up on this game. I found it by accident, right? It come up for free because I was basically bored and I wanted to play a new game. So I started looking on Steam for free games, and then this come up. This game that I'm playing now. This might be better. About like what, two maybe? Shelf A, shelf B half. Okay, so this even has a half. So what we could do then, we could do the product shelf B, which is basically this bit smaller, but I like this aesthetic look. So what we could do then is we could get the product shelf B, the one that like looks more accurate to what it should be. Here essentially. What this all means is this. Yeah, as I was saying, it will now look, you know, when you go down there, it's really nice. I'm just gonna oh. Just needed to remove it anyways. So I don't accidentally delete anything else in the bloody process. So this is what we're going to do now. Here we go. We're going to go and find, I don't know, product shelf, wall shelf, tiled shelf, corner shelf, pegboard, fridge, produce shelf. Oh, here we go. Right. And then because I found this nice one, Ah, I see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click snap to grid center. Right, now we can snap to furniture. What? Now when you look at that, that looks nice, doesn't it? Right, so all we got to do now is get rid of this. Get rid of this pole. Move this. Put it. Oh yeah, we're gonna have shelves up to here, don't we? And we'll probably move this back here somewhere, and we'll probably make a wall of some pegboard shelves. Oh yeah, I forgot I have display on. Oopsie. Just means you'll be able to see everything that's coming up on my display. No, it's like all of my friends that come online on my Steam, you'll be able to see all of that. No one wants to see that. Oh, wants to watch. Oh. Nobody wants to watch my Steam friends just hop on and off. Promise that much. There we go. Right, so now we have our pegboard shelf, which is where all of our electronics is going to go. And we only need the one. We only need the one. I could probably get away with doing 2 or 3 more if I need them. Now the reason I'm saying I don't need them, right, is because essentially... What's boxed in here then? Oh yeah, I need to put my hammer away. Let's put the hammer away. What's this? Flour. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. How many people do we have doing storage? 2. You're not doing anything, so let's just turn you to storage. So essentially, what they're going to do is I'm getting them to fill my shelves for me. Right, these ones. I don't care how they do it, as long as all of the products go on one shelf, which is what they're doing, but minus the flour. Somehow the flour managed to get messed up. Even though I ordered 10 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Somehow I have 11 boxes. So what we'll do, we'll put the hammer back. Hammer time! The 11th box somehow has 25 in it. Does a normal box have 25 in it? Yes. Bizarre. How bizarre! We'll fill the shelf with the 11th box. And essentially, we'll fill the shelf with flour. So this will all be flour. Then, what we'll do, no we won't, we'll probably do flour on the end here, because flour's not really a massive product in this game, to be honest with you. Okay, so we've got our flour, we've got our juice. Supermarket. Oh, we can change our names. Let's do Lidl for funny, which is like the most popular name. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. As you can see, the red is products on shelves, 25. The green is products in storage, and the yellow is what's in boxes and hasn't been organised yet. So, when this number goes from here to here, then we'll order the next item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? And the reason I'm doing this is because basically, on a previous save, I tried ordering 10 of everything. And everything just went wherever it wanted to, and it was a mess. You couldn't find anything, and it was frustrating. So this time, I'm organising where stuff goes. Right? Where it belongs, where it goes. So I will eventually see this number, which is done. So we'll watch this number go up. So now we got to wait when this number finishes eventually. So that's our number. So we got to wait for 400 to go to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. So now we've got our next stuff ready to go. Now, as you saw, I ordered some stuff. Right. And here come the people. Right, so basically, what I'm doing is I'm creating, these will get moved eventually down to here. No, actually they'll get moved over there. I can move them now actually, that would be a smart move, wouldn't it? Out the damn way. There we go. So basically what's happening is got this like machine, you know, which can collect boxes for me. Alright, so now we've got sliced bread on the way. So now we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, now while sliced bread's on its way, we can help them out by loading the machine. Right, so there's less for them to do. So now we can take the machine inside. And we can see where they've put sliced bread. So now we can put the sliced bread on the same shelf as they did. Right. And effectively, that's what this machine is for. You know. So that's what that does. So now we've got that on the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're going to get 10 of those. Alright. I'll make sure my sound is down because I'm just going to check something. My phone's not charging. No, it's not charging. So I probably will come off of live here in a minute because my phone's overheating and it's just not charging. But you essentially get the idea, right? And then basically, hopefully, eventually when my when my internet gets fixed, my Wi-Fi, I'll be able to go live properly. But that's all from me for now. Thank you to everyone that's joined and putting up with the absolute laggy mess of my YouTube live stream. And that's all from me, from myself, Rollo. I'll catch you next time.